Eastern Nagaland People's Organization on Saturday conceded the appeal of the state government to wait for the Judicial Inquiry Committee report on their demand to initiate disciplinary action against erring officials on Tuan Sang fiasco, with a condition that the government should provide assurance in written form to initiate action if anyone was found guilty. The decision was taken during the joint meeting held between the ENPO, ENLU and Cabinet Ministers at Chief Minister's Office, Kohima, today. Interacting with sections of media persons after the marathon meeting, Eastern Nagaland People's Organization President K. Yimchungar said on the request of the state government, ENPO decided to accept the request. However, he said ENPO sought written assurance that there will be no extension for the committee and to initiate action against any erring officials if found guilty. He, however, cautioned that if Judicial Inquiry Committee report was not satisfactory, the Eastern Naga People's Organization will take its own course of action.
We have asked an assurance from the cabinet, from the government that yes, action will be initiated against those erring officials based on the recommendation of the Joint Judiciary Inquiry Committee. So we are waiting for the written reply, assurance from the government. That's it.
In Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma announced that places of worship and churches will reopen from June 14th onwards after remaining shut for over 2 months. Religious institutions in the Christian-dominated state have been shut since the imposition of the coronavirus lockdown in March. Meeting with various religious leaders was held with honorable ministers and officials. Places of worship will reopen from the 14th of June with due adherence to safety protocols laid by the government. I thank all our religious leaders for their unwavering support and cooperation, Sangma said. All churches will have to keep hand sanitizers and face masks for devotees and conduct thermal screening of visitors, he said, adding that social distancing in seating arrangement and management of queues on the premises has to be ensured. An official online site was launched today by Deputy Commissioner of MON, Theva Salin K, along with the District COVID Task Force at the Deputy Commissioner's Office, NIC Video Conference Hall at 11 a.m. this morning. The online site will help people to get vehicle movement permits online rather than visiting the office physically for the same purpose, minimizing the inconvenience. Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner of MON also launched the COVID-19 awareness music video titled Hoshiar, written and sung by Samuel Konyak. A special bus sponsored by Nagaland government carrying 34 stranded persons of Nagaland, including an infant, departed from Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh this evening. It is expected to reach Dimapur on 8th of June. Earlier, another special bus brought 41 Nagaland stranded persons from Himachal Pradesh. With COVID-19 cases on an upward spike all across the country, including the Northeast, the COVID-19 status of the northeastern states as of 8 p.m. today are: Arunachal Pradesh has 46 positive cases, with 1 discharged and 45 active. Assam's tally rose to 2,398 positive cases, with 548 discharged and 1,843 active, with 4 deaths so far. Meghalaya's tally rose to 33 positive cases, with 13 discharged and 19 active, with 1 death. Manipur's COVID-19 status rose to 157 positive cases, with 52 discharged and 105 active. Mizoram's tally is at 24 positive cases, with 1 discharged and 23 active. In Nagaland, 13 more positive cases were reported today, taking the tally to 107 positive cases, with 8 discharged and 99 active. Tripura's tally rose to 694 positive cases, with 173 discharged and 521 active. Sikkim's COVID-19 tally stands at only 3 positive cases as of 6th of June. From all of us here at NE8, stay strong and stay safe.